Okay. See. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, Brakatham, to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Alatham, Shemi Al-Shah, to all my sisters. I.S.U.P.K. Minneapolis with the Brotherhood class today. Slacking for a little bit of tardiness. All right. Having a little bit of difficulties with the system. Today we are going to touch on Veterans Day, which is it's pretty much one of those topics that I like to talk about because, of course, we touch on the oppressor. And we also touch on the condition of the lives of, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanic Latinos, and Native Indians. All right. And also, if anybody that's watching, if you could share this into groups, like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate that. As we're doing this too, if everybody's phone could be on silent, all right, including myself. I'm gonna go ahead and share this real fast. Give me a second, bear with me. All right, let me see here. Yeah, bear with me. All right, so today's topic is going to be about Veterans Day and how America does not honor its veterans. There are many stories, there are many things and evidence to show and prove that America does not respect anyone that fights for them or lose their lives for this country, this so-called empire, all right, which is America. The ones that sacrifice their lives for this American dream have did everything in vain. And that's pretty much what we're going to speak about. We are going to show you how it is wrong and wicked for any Israelite man or woman to lay their life down for this oppressor, for this kingdom in America. Because we fight in all these wars, and like General YAHANNA said, he said it better. See what I'm saying? We die in their wars and we bleed everywhere, but we don't reap none of the benefits of this place whatsoever. We get nothing but crumbs from this empire. Like when it says in the Bible that we are not desired, you better understand that scripture is absolutely true. And today in 2019, that is what's going on. That is our condition. We are not desired. After war, all we get is death, a broken leg, a missing body part, and we are somewhere in a psych ward because of all the damage that happened to us. And all we get is a thanks and a pat on the back. Meanwhile, we end up on the streets as well. You know what I'm saying? Homeless, nowhere to go. See what I'm saying? Like we become poor and end up on a welfare check. See what I'm saying? Like America doesn't give a damn. Your oppressors only use you for their own benefit. Now we are going to prove that today in the Bible. All right. Now, sis, do you know anything a little bit more about Veterans Day? Or do you have some type of experience or stories that you want to share, or someone that shared with you before about Veterans Day?
I know we used to get it out for school, and then all of a sudden we stopped getting it out for school. I don't have no stories. I guess my grandpa is veteran, so this year I got like tagged in a post about him. That's it.
Now, one thing is, one thing we should always realize about Black and Hispanic people, that they always got some type of fight in them, because our people are very strong. They are built for war. You throw anything at us, we are going to go to war and we are going to fight it. Now, our war today is not physical whatsoever, but it is spiritual. And our spiritual war is fighting against the evils that has come up against us. See what I'm saying? Because our battle is not flesh and blood, it's absolutely spiritual. Now, in today's time, we are so caught up with this whole fantasy, like I was saying again about the American dream. as far as serving this country, doing whatever we have to do to fight for this country. And we wholeheartedly, a lot of us, we believe that this is our home when it's not. We were taken and stolen from our place, which was Jerusalem. And we got placed into captivity in here. How many times were we lied to? We pretty much were supposed to make an agreement with our oppressor about if we fight in your wars, can we be free? Are we going to be free? Are we going to be able to, have the same opportunities that a white man would have? And then in the meantime, we end up getting messed over, and we ended up still in slavery. See what I'm saying? Because they said that they abolished it. That was a goddamn lie. They said that we was going to be free once we was able to go to and fro from the north and the south, and that we wasn't going to have no problems or issues. So give me a second to find the book. Yeah, I think I know where it's at. They also lied to us today, right now. They say that that American dream is it's for everybody. Everybody's equal. Everybody has equality, and we live in this perfect world. Now, can you prove to me, what shows that nothing has changed since the Civil War, the Civil Rights Movement, the women's movement?
The way the police killing us out here.
Yeah, the way that these police officers are killing us. Yeah, these police officers they have a lot of freedom to hunt down Negroes and kill the Hispanics and the Native Indians. Now, around the time when Veterans Day became an actual day that was going to be celebrated in America, a lot of Native American Indians were getting killed and pushed out of their homes and were being put on what we call reservation camps, right? Or concentration camps. And these reservations, they do not profit or benefit anything to the Native Americans. This is land that is dead. So they got robbed, raped, and killed out of, they blessings, their inheritance. And still today, we try to fight for them, and we still get messed over, and we die, and we suffer, and no one gives a damn about us. There was a picture that I saw recently. It's in Los Angeles, California, right? It's his brother that's on the floor. He's homeless. He's a black brother, and he's laying down on the ground with a pillow and a cover on the sidewalk. But there's white people right behind him eating at a restaurant outdoors. You saw that before? You see what I'm saying? If America really loved their veterans, loved our people, that can never happen. How is it that America is the most richest place, but still there's homelessness going on? And to blame is going to be the oppressor. It's not us, it's them. If we were over this earth and ruling, we will have the power to make sure that there was no such thing as homelessness. We would be the ones to handle the everyday situation and problems that there is on this earth. And we can fix it with the righteousness that we have. See what I'm saying? Now, for the traitors, I can't say too much about. The traitors within our nation. Because the traitors within our nation are going to be punished. And I'm also going to speak about that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and read this, all right? Now, this is going to be in Apocrypha. It's Baruch 3 and 4. All right? So Baruch 3 and 4. O Lord, Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of thee, their God. Now, there's a time and place where our people, just like very much today, they did not hearken unto the Most High. The precept would be in Deuteronomy when Moses was speaking to Israel about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and being diligent in observing them. And he spoke about what would happen if we did not hearken, meaning listen to the Most High's words. And let me keep going. For the which caused these plagues cleave unto us. And the plagues are going to be like, what do you think the plagues are going to be? Think about what's happening today to Black and Hispanic people.
Everything happening. So everything bad that's happening, like us getting killed, us getting in jail, all this violence.
Right. So the plagues is going to be all the terrible things that Black people are being known for. The perception, like for example, you said being in jail. Now it's just not being in jail, but it's the fact that there's over 2 million Black men in the jail system. See what I'm saying? Like that's a high number. And a lot of those Black men that are in jail, they are not criminals. A lot of them are innocent. That's why we hear many, many articles about how this man got paid for this much money. This woman got paid that much money after spending almost a lifetime in jail. And a lot of them, damn straight, they are veterans as well. They fought in the Navy. They fought in the Army. What else was it, man? They were your so-called ex-cops. They were a part and down with America. But meanwhile, they got treated like garbage. Because that's how you're looked at. You're looked at as garbage. You're not looked at as something precious and glorious. I mean, goddamn, I just saw another article that happened the other day. A Black man's car got vandalized, vandalized with graffiti in Kansas City State because he was a so-called Negro. And they put no niggers allowed, whites only, go back home, go back to Africa, which niggas is not from Africa, of course. That's the ignorance of your oppressor, or oppressors, I should say. You see what I'm saying? They vandalized his car and he left Kansas City State because of that. We are not appreciated or loved in this place at all. See what I'm saying? You just told me about a situation after slavery. Like these devils are out to get you. These devils don't got no compassion whatsoever. And these are the selfish bastards that we have to deal with every single day. Every goddamn day. And that's why Black and Hispanic people must separate and really wake up to what's going on in in our face. Because what's happening right now is that the white supremacy is showing in front of you. Like the work that Donald Trump is doing is absolutely amazing. And why I say it's amazing is because he's showing our people that America has always hated them. The Bible says that our oppressor has what is called a perpetual hatred. You know what the word perpetual means? Perpetual means it's long, it's forever. See what I'm saying? It's never ending. So they have a perpetual hatred, like it's always been there. Think about the hatred between Cain and Abel. Cain hated Abel, that's why he killed him. And he was considered to be, the murderer from the beginning. So if you think about the spirit that Esau has, who is our oppressor, it's the same as Cain's. They have a spirit to kill. And Black and Hispanic people, we die in many ways. We are being harmed and hurt in many ways in these people's hands. Our lives are being abused and mistreated. That's why, once again, separation is good for our people, for these Israelites. Now, if you don't separate, this is what's going to happen. Let me read this one more time. Baruch 3 and 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and not hearkened unto the voice of their God. For the which caused these plagues cleave unto us. Now, another thing as well, Like, this brother is trying to talk to the Most High about the Black and Hispanic people that have, our forefathers that have sinned, and they're trying to get mercy from the Most High. That's why it says the prayers of the dead Israelites. Now they have seen what they have done. They seen they're wrong. Now, in order for these things to change, we have to do right by the Most High, because our condition can change at any moment. Because we wasn't always in slavery and captivity. But one thing our people understood, every time we decided to go against what the Lord said, that's when we always ended up in captivity. You understand that we were in slavery under not just our oppressor, who was Esau, but under every other nation. I'm talking about the East Indians, the Arabs, the Africans, the Chinese, the Japanese. All these people had a hand in our slavery. Now, before Esau got his hands on us, the Arabs had us and killed about 14 million of us. And that's a high number. That's 14 million Black and Hispanics. Like, goddamn. The East Indians taught us about drugs as far as weed and how to worship the god of Shiva. Because how you worship Shiva, and you smoke weed and you don't bathe for 7 years. That's disgusting. And you leave your hair matted. That's how your hair turns into dreads, or it locks. It locks up. And that's what we learn from these disgusting heathens. We learn their customs and their traditions. We learn how to be like everybody else except for ourselves. That's why we always say we have an identity crisis. We got some Uncle Toms that go up against who they are. They want to be like their oppressor. And that's also something that we're going to get in the Bible too. Okay? So let me see. So once again, so these plagues had cleaved onto us because we decided to disobey our power. And our power is the only one that can get us out of this hell. There's going to come a place of time where people are going to leave these churches. They're going to leave these churches. They are going to leave all these religions, and they are going to beg to be in the school. Some people have already experienced the hell on their head of being in the world and being foolish. But it's about to turn up. That heat is about to get a lot hotter. Now, this winter is going to be a hot winter. It's going to be a hot winter because all of the bloodshed. It's only going to get worse until a number of Israelites see that their way of life is not right for them no more. That's why it's important that we get ourselves in a condition, get ourselves in a place where we start actually listening to what the Most High said to do, which is to keep the law and obey him. See what I'm saying? And give obedience to him and seeing what can change for us. All right? Let me keep going. Verse 5, remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. Now, this brother is trying to remind the Most High of how powerful and great he is. He's given the Most High props, giving him, what's called like not a shout out, but like praise in a sense. You see what I'm saying? So that, to listen to his prayers. All right. So I'm gonna stop right there. I just want to get that real quick. Oh, also Salaki. Let me see something real quick, because there's another thing in that book too. It's Baruch 4:1, if I'm not mistaken. That's a good one too. Let me get that real quick. All right. Let me see. I think it's 3:1. Let me see. Slap. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. Okay, this one scripture that I want about giving your honor away to another people. Let me see here. Give me a second. got it. Okay. All right, here it is. Baruch 4:3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Now, Black Hispanic people, we gave our honor, our integrity, our love, our everything. We gave America everything, and they took everything from us and gave us nothing. They took it, they stole it, they robbed and raped us out of everything, to the point where not only did they want the things that you had, but they wanted also your spirit. That's why if you did not follow the culture of this devil, of this oppressor, you was being killed. There's a time and place where you had to believe in all the Christianity. And today we willingly serve the God of Christianity without being killed, without being forced. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place where Black women were being harassed and terrorized, and their babies were being cut out of their stomachs, literally, and being stumped and killed to death as they bled out and died. But now today in America, Black women, they willingly go to Planned Parenthood and kill their babies. You see how it changed? You see what I'm saying? Now the murdering and the robbing and the raping and all these horrible things, the killing, all these things are still happening, but it's happening in a different way. You can't tell me this oppressor is not creative and good at his game, and how he still is standing tall in America, but he was so fall in his destruction. Now I'm gonna say this too. Even the white veterans are not respected. If you look at how messed up and terrible they are, all on PTSD, a whole lot of medication, they alcoholics, and a lot of them commit suicide. See what I'm saying? Because of the horror, the trauma. Now, even America don't give a damn about its own. And this is how we know that we are dealing with a evil man, an evil power. See what I'm saying? So I just want to bring that out about how we gave our honor away to another people, a strange nation. And because of that, that was our downfall. See what I'm saying? Like for example, would you let's see, it's like you letting your enemy have the upper hand on you. Say for example, a fight. You and your enemy get into a fight, but it's like you allowing that person to win. You allow them knowing what you can do. Like you're giving all your strength away to not try to hurt this person, to try to defend yourself when they're trying to hurt you. They're trying to take your life, but you're giving up your life willingly. That is the mindset of Black and Hispanic people today, and it has to stop because it's very, very disgusting. Okay, let me see, who is this? All right, let me see. Give me a second here. One moment. Now, what's next to go to is we're gonna go ahead and get Jeremiah 30:3. Let me see. All right, Jeremiah 30:3 is what we're gonna get next. Let me see. All right. Give me a second here. All right. Now, if anybody got any questions or concerns, please type it in. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. All right, so Jeremiah 30:3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. So, what do you think this is talking about, sis? We are going to be, there's going to come a place in time where the Most High is going to put us back in our land, meaning our suffering and our condition is going to change, meaning we are not going to suffer and die and be forgotten. The Most High will remember us, because that's when we are going to get in order. Okay? And I just want to read it one more time too. For lo, the days come, said the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah, said the Lord. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Because if you know in the Bible that the Most High promised our forefathers the blessings that we will receive and get. But in order to get the blessings, we have to work for it. We gotta, strive for it. See what I'm saying? We can't do that if we want to fight in America's wars. Because what's going to happen to us is that we are going to end up dying once again. We're going to die and we are going to suffer. All right? So I just wanted to bring that out real fast. And also another thing too, in today's time, they always say, forget about slavery. Forget about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Forget about, you see what I'm saying, a transatlantic slave trade. Forget about all the horror and pain that you suffered. But remember the fallen on Veterans Day. And really what they're saying is, thank you for your service, for putting your life on the line. But all you really get is a thanks and a little present. That's it. And you end up getting, you lose pretty much your whole life. You're not the same no more. You're not whole. You all in a bunch of pieces. See what I'm saying? Now I'm sure you've seen a family member that went to war and they came back terrible. Uncle ain't the same no more. Auntie so and so, she's a little cuckoo in the head. Everybody's on medication. They are very dependent on medication. And no one can do anything about it. How is it that you end up being a veteran, but you end up homeless too? What's that about? You served and died and put your life on the line for this country, and all you get is a shelter. All you get is just some medication, a missing arm, missing leg. That's all you get, huh? That's your honor. That's what you get. And America doesn't honor anybody. This place is greedy and disgusting. And it's filled with a lot of robbery. Okay, so let me go ahead and get another scripture real quick. 1 second. Let's get Deuteronomy 32:7. Let me show you something in Deuteronomy real quick. Let's see, Deuteronomy. All right. Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. Now, when it says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations, what do you think that's talking about? Remember the days of old. Go ahead.
Like what happened in the past?
What happened in the past, but what exactly happened in the past? They got to be something important because the question that's being asked. Like what in our lifetime as Israelites that was something that was in the days of old? You got to think about it. It says that we have to ask the elders and our fathers or father. Huh? Slavery. That's right. Slavery. I'll say, yeah, that's a big thing. Also, our culture and our traditions. See what I'm saying? That's something that we must consider to think about. You know, we think about our lives and our lives in America as far as this whole concept of just this great life and this captivity, which that is a goddamn lie. I mean, Black people are being hunted down right now. We are a target. I remember I was just watching a show the other day. It's called American Gods, right? And it was a graphic scene about how the Hispanics was trusting this man to cross the border, and it was a whole setup. The police came and everything and killed them all. See what I'm saying? And that's the Cubans, that's the Venezuelans. You know, that's Israel that's being targeted and killed. Like, you trying to flee to another part, you're trying to flee to another place, and you end up losing your life. Now, America is supposed to be built up, so they say, for everybody to live here. Everyone's welcome and accepted. But here comes this perception that they are a bunch of rapists, you know what I'm saying, abusers, and they take up all the jobs, so-called Mexicans, which is a damn lie, because our Mexican brothers, they work their ass off. The sisters, they work their ass off. See what I'm saying? They do everything that they can to get ahead. See what I'm saying? Like, America is built on our backs, but no one cares about our spilled blood, sweat, or tears. We are looked at as garbage. We're not looked at as someone that is, important in this earth. So the best thing, once again, if you served in the military, that was not the deed that the Most High wanted you to do. That's not what your God, who is the Most High, Yahweh, wanted you to do. That was based on your love and compassion for this country that hates you. And that's why we still suffer. When you come back from Iraq and Iran, Vietnam War, what you get is pain and more suffering on top of what you already have experienced. That's what you get. You get no love. You get no seat, you know what I'm saying, at the master's table. You get no respect. All you get is, evil from this devil, from our oppressor. It's so hard not to say, like, man. So damn hard. I kind of get tired of saying, oppressor. I want to say colonizer, a lot of things. I need some new names for our enemy. All right. So I want to read this one more time. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they would tell thee. Now, if you ask your forefathers and you ask your grandmothers about the things that we've been through or the things that we experienced back then, they would tell you. They would tell you how they had to, how much of a fight it was to really try to get some type of respect and love in this country. And you can't tell me that a Black man is not a warrior. You can't tell me that these sisters ain't strong and that they ain't got no fight inside of them. Right? And right now, to this day, there are women trying to fight for, equal rights and all that stuff. That's never going to happen. See what I'm saying? But our oppressor needs us, because without us being in America, this place will fall. That's why he needs us in his wars. That's why he uses us and he forces us. He wants us to be in his Popeye's chain. That's disgusting in itself as well. Black people are going crazy and killing each other over some goddamn chicken. And the whole thing just seems just so racist and inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's so funny because a lot of people is like, wait a minute, maybe we should not be getting this chicken because that black lady ain't on TV no more. She ain't talking about it. Maybe it's a joke. And just even that is false advertising. Because if they really put the CEO, who's a white lady, in front of the TV, black people ain't finna buy that chicken. No one's finna go to no damn Popeyes. Meanwhile, you hear reports something is in the food and someone dropped this a half blunt of weed in the damn Popeyes chicken. It's underneath the bun. All types of things. It's absolutely just crazy and idiotic. And remember, the first time they came out with this whole new sandwich, they like Black Twitter. I don't know if you know anything about Black Twitter. Black Twitter saved Popeyes about $13.4 million in advertisement commercials. Like, goddamn, like we make everything great. When they say, you know, when white people say "Make America Great Again," what they're really saying that we need niggas in slavery again. Because without them, this place won't run like a machine. It will only, you see what I'm saying, crash down. Now, life is built up to where someone is at the top and someone's at the bottom. That's how it always been since the beginning of time. And without us being, if we're not at the bottom, the oppressor is going to fall. He's not going to have no one else to, you see what I'm saying, replace us. Because we are willingly going to serve and worship him like he's God. Really, when we already have a power in a God, but we have forsaken and forgot about him. Once again, remember Halloween, how the 7-year-old girl got shot in the chest by a brother. Now he's locked up for a good time. And I believe the sister, I don't know if she made it. I can't recall. She didn't make it, right? Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like the sister did not make it. You know what I mean? Because of goddamn Halloween. Like us serving these traditions is what's got us killed. What's got the Most High angry and upset with us. A lot of people always ask, is God angry with us? You damn right. The minute that you stop doing what your oppressor tells you to do, maybe things will change and your situation will get better. Anytime, and also another thing is too, when we get hurt by these oppressors, the Most High sees it and he kills our enemies. In the Bible, it says that if you are at peace with the Most High, even your enemies will be at peace with you. That's how much power we have. That's how much, you see what I'm saying? Like we can do so much with that. All right? Wait, who is this? Tom, you see what I'm saying? Hey, shalom, Lord Christ to all the brothers and sisters that just came in. All right? If you could, once again, keep sharing the content and also like and comment. All right? So once again, so remember the days of old is our pain and suffering. Once again, we come from, a nation of fighters, man. For 400 years, we have been trying to get some type of respect. We've been doing everything to bust our ass in this hellhole, in captivity. Now it's time for the traitors to really stop this act of being a coon. It's time for real men and real women to step up in the world. And they should really fight for, their people to get back in order. Because fighting these wars is not going to do anything for Black people. Once again, all you're going to get is more pain and suffering and less respect, more hatred. Your integrity is going to be small. See what I'm saying? Your masculinity, your femininity, all these things is going to be stripped away from you. You will have nothing but death most of the time. All right? So let's go ahead and keep going on that. Let me see here. All right, let's get Proverbs 3:31. Let me see here. You got it? Okay. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Now, we all know what that means. When it says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Today in America, once again, if you want to talk about Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving that's coming up, or just being, just following the custom of this place, that is the action of envying our oppressor. Like, a lot of people don't believe that he is the original gangster. He is the thug. He is the criminal. But meanwhile, we paint it to be the bad ones, the one with the dirty name and reputation. When this man has murdered for this country, he took this country by violence. Everything that this man touches, he destroys. See what I'm saying? Our oppressor has done nothing but hellish things, evil, wicked things that you cannot even think of to do as a black man, as a black woman. And when I say black, I'm thinking about all the tribes, because niggas, Hispanic, and Native Americans are all the same, not different whatsoever. But this man right here, he has done nothing but evil. He has killed and murdered people and took their land. He has forced you into horrible conditions. He has did things without your permission. And he does not show no remorse, no sense of humanity whenever he does these things towards Black and Hispanic people. The last thing that any Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child should ever do is give their honor away to this strange nation, to a people that do not desire or give a damn about you. That's why we say death to America. And we hope that this place burns and dies and this kingdom falls for the lives that were lost of our Israelites, our Israelite brothers and sisters. See what I'm saying? Because we honor them. And the I.S.U.P.K, we give a damn about the poor. We give a damn about the suffering and the sick, the fatherless and the widow. We give a damn about our people. But not your oppressor, not your slave master. All he cares about is his kingdom that he is building on top of your back. Okay? So let me read that one more time. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Like black Hispanic people, we can't be like this goddamn demon. We have to choose the ways of the Most High. We can't rob, steal, and kill. The Most High is not going to bring back this nation to be a nation again if we are following in the footsteps of our enemy. It's impossible. And our captivity will be forever because of it. Our captivity will remain the same. It's going to get worse and it's going to get more bloodier if we decide to want to be homosexuals. We still want to steal and lie. We want to kill each other. We want to, see what I'm saying, be like everybody else. We want to smoke all the weed. We want to be on every single drug. We want to sleep with anybody's wife. We can't do that. You can't be a sinner and expect your condition to change. If you want Black people to stop dying, you got to fix your situation. You got to change. You got to learn how to separate from this place because it is causing you to do wrong and do evil. It's causing us to die. All right? We fight for the wrong reasons in this place. It's time to fight for our nation to come together, because fighting these wars is just going to get us killed. Fighting for Halloween is going to get us killed, as you see. A 7-year-old really lost her life on this evil day. Thanksgiving is coming up, and you are going to have sellouts of the Israelite nation that is going to sit at the dinner table with devils. It's an interview out that we did last year about the Native Americans. It's an interview that that we have on our YouTube page. And we had interviewed this sister, and we asked her, like, okay, you know, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And she said, yeah, I do celebrate Thanksgiving. She's Native American. And she says, you know, it's kind of funny because we find us a white man and we bring him inside the home and have dinner with him and laugh about, the murder of the Native Indians. And we forget all about it and forgive him. I'll tell you, that was absolutely disgusting. It was disgusting sitting right next to this woman that thought it was a joke about us being slaughtered. It was absolutely a joke to her that us dying, you see what I'm saying, was funny. There's nothing funny about that whatsoever. And that's what traitors are, man. Traitors are weak. Traitors are absolutely weak. And they will end up being punished as well. And there's a scripture that we are going to get about that. Like the Most High has a perfect punishment for the traitors of our nation. If you want to talk about Al-Sharpton he has nothing but hell on his head. This man has shed blood. He has so much blood on his hands. These so-called black leaders, all these people that say that they're doing great for our community, they are in a whole lot of trouble. And it is about to get real hot for these people, man. It is about to get real nasty. And some of them are already dropping dead. You see, Pastor Wilson got exposed. Eddie Long got exposed, and the Lord killed him. The Most High killed him. He died. Who's next? Who's next to die? Who's next to suffer the consequences of feeding our nation garbage? Who is next? See what I'm saying? Because these people are responsible. Meanwhile, no one is speaking up about the violence that's going on with our people. Don't you know that black people can fix black on black crime? The police can't do it. The so-called Marines and all these other people can't do nothing about it. But black people can take care of their own problems. We have to stop being so carnal and fight for the things that we want to happen for us. But your oppressor, your slave master can't do it for you. He can't help you. The more that you try to show him love, respect, and compassion, and give everything that you have away to him, he's only going to use it against you and to his own benefit. And you're going to end up dead. You're going to end up without a leg, an arm, also too, a scrotum and a rod. God damn. See what I'm saying? So much things that happen in war that some men don't even end up coming back home, feeling like a man anymore. They don't have nothing in between their legs. See what I'm saying? They damn like a woman, just nothing. How can you call yourself a man after that just happened to you in war? It's traumatizing. Meanwhile, you're going to end up committing suicide. You're going to be on all the drugs and the alcohol, which is alcoholism. Because right now in the reservations, our brothers and sisters right there are dying. There's a high suicide rate on the reservations. Most men are going to kill themselves. The women are getting raped. The men are committing crimes against each other. Right now, it's happening in South Minneapolis. So many overdoses, so much fighting against each other because they are all oppressed. They have nothing else. All they have, all they have is bottled up pain and suffering. Okay? So, if you so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American men, and you love this oppressor, you love your master so much, understand that you are going to reap the benefits of a traitor. Okay? You are going to reap the benefits of anything that's coming your way, all the plagues, all the curses. We have to separate and come back together. The moment that Black and Hispanic people stop being close together as a bond, as a unity, as a family, as a nation, better yet, what happened is people start to come in and we end up being hurt. We end up being taken away from our culture, our tradition, our home, and we ended up in a foreign land. And now we answer to another man that we look up as him as a God, but we don't look up to our real God. And now, since we've forsaken him, our God has forsaken us. And that's what happens when you are a disobedient child. All right? So let me keep going on that. Let me see. Proverbs 11 and 21. All right. So let me see. Okay. Proverbs 11 and 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Now, what does that mean? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. I'll let you take a shot at it. Say again.
I guess like even though there's a lot of people dealing with it, they still gonna get punished for it, whether they come together and pretend their wickedness is the right way or not.
That's very close, and I'll definitely take that. What this is talking about when it says though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Meaning, no matter how much you show love and compassion to this man that hurts you and kills you and does all manner of evil to you, they will still be punished. And who also is going to be punished is the traitors as well. Like the relationship, like I said this before a long time ago. The relationship that we have with this man, all right, it's like an abusive relationship. See what I'm saying? You keep getting punched in the head. See what I'm saying? You keep getting shot and killed. It's like you keep coming back to try to show more love, but you keep getting hurt each time. You know what I'm saying? Like how you know, in a woman's term of being hurt or being in an abusive relationship is he keeps cheating on me, he keeps messing with all my friends, he doesn't show me no affection or love, he's rude and he yells at me, right? That's the most, you know, concept that most Black women perceive as abuse, which a lot of that is abuse. See what I'm saying? Not the cheating part, because a man can have multiple wives, but you get the point. But the point is, no matter what we do, no matter how kind and loving we are, we still get messed over. See what I'm saying? So you get no love. You don't get the hugs and kisses. You don't reap any good thing of this relationship. But you always end up with a black eye. You always end up with broken ribs. You always end up dead. But you still come back to show more love and love and love. When they say love conquers all, like that's in the Bible, right? But they take this out of context. When the Christians talk about love conquers all, they speaking about no matter if the cops still killing us, still forgive them. No matter if Dylan Roof comes back and shoots us again, forgive them. Turn the other cheek. There's no hate in my heart because God doesn't hate when hatred is in the Bible. There's many forms of hate or hatred. The Most High is jealous and envious. See what I'm saying? That you have another God. He should be jealous. Just like a man is envious, and he gets angry if you see his someone trying to hit on his woman, or see that she's trying to be with somebody else. Like that's like we are the Most High's property. We are his people. He chose us. We didn't choose him, but we decide to leave him and go be with another God and call him sir and call him father. That's the state of mind that we have to look at this. We are screwed over because we left the very good thing that was that happened to us. Because the Most High, once you was good with him, he kept the law, statutes, and commandments. The Most High did wonderful things for his nation, for his people. But meanwhile, you try to fight somebody else's wars, you get killed. You bleed all over the place. You get no care. You being there left for dead. But meanwhile, if anything happened to you, the Most High is taking care of you. See what I'm saying? The Most High is a great power. And I'll say this, when I was in the world, goddamn. So, just thinking about all the things that I've done in my short time of living, you see what I'm saying? It was for nothing. I was wasting my time, like everybody in the world wasting their time. And the Bible says that you ignorantly worship the dragon, and the dragon is the so-called white man. That's what you're doing. When you fight in those wars thinking that you're fighting for your country, when you are a police officer, when you are what else? Something else in the military, just anything concerning like a government for America. You big top notch in America. You are nothing but a traitor. You are serving a beast, and that beast is going to do nothing but devour you. And that's what's going to happen. That beast is going to do nothing but devour you. You know what I'm saying? Now, it does say that he does have a short time and that he's seeking whom he may devour. And there's a scripture that talks about how in Proverbs, how people, how the police, or not the police, but you can apply it to police, how they sit and wait and lurk. You know what I'm saying? And meaning like we know in the hood that we should not go down the street because there's going to be a police officer right there. There's going to be a car right there, et cetera, et cetera. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be someone that they're going to try to lock you up. They looking to kill you. See what I'm saying? They're looking to kill you. When you fight in war and as a cop, you even get killed. How the hell you get killed by your own partner? Oh, it was an accident. He was undercover. I thought he was somebody else. You see what I'm saying? There's so much proof to show that you are in an abusive relationship with your slave master. And now, let me read this one more time. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Meaning it's going to happen. Master, you want to say goodbye to master. And if you decide to keep holding hands with this man, you better get ready for your funeral. You better start thinking about your casket because you're going to be right next to him. You know what I mean? Serving this man that has no respect for you at all. And then better yet, this dragon, this beast, see what I'm saying? This subtle beast has no respect for your own God because they think that they are God. See what I'm saying? That they're more powerful and bigger. And that's the pride that is in America today. And I'm going to get more about the homelessness and get more into how, just how these people are treated like trash every single day. All right? Now, let me keep going on that, though. But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Meaning the seed of the righteous is going to prevail. For those that stay strong and that's helping and doing the work of the Lord, really fulfilling what the Most High wants, they are going to want, they are going to be the ones to succeed. See what I'm saying? They are going to make it and pull through. And the Most High will be on their side. When they go to fight, when they go to war, when I say any war, I'm talking about spiritual, physical war, the Most High is going to be with the righteous. They ain't going to be forsaken. They ain't going to be harmed or touched. There was times where we actually physically went to war in the Bible. There's stories. There's stories about how we actually went to war in a small number, fighting a big army of people, and we won. How was that? By the grace of the Most High, by the protection and the hedge that He had over us. And that only happened is because we were serving Him. You can't sin and say that you're righteous. Ain't such thing as a righteous sinner. If you are a sinner, you are wicked. That's your title. That's who you are. If you call yourself smoking weed, thinking that you're going to get out of this captivity, you're going to stay in it. And you might get a harsh punishment to the point where your life is lost. So you want to start thinking about that before you end up in a horrible situation that you can't get yourself out of. And once again, it can cost you your life, maybe. If I were you, I would not tempt the Lord, because you could have went to war thinking that you're doing a good deed for America, but you lose your life. And the wife has nothing to live for. You don't have no inheritance. You got to raise all those children by yourself. She got to raise all those children by herself. She's suffering and mourning and in languish. You know what languish is, right? Language is like mourning, and like sorrow. Meanwhile, your family is in distress. So think about fighting for your nation. All you have to do is get in all black and do your 90 days as a soldier in the U.P.K. and watch how you rise up as you follow these orders. As you see what I'm saying? Yeah, as you follow these orders and learn how to serve the Most High, a greater power than which you've been serving all your life. The ones that your grandfathers and grandmothers have been serving all their lives. And we are homeborn, a lot of us are homeborn slaves in America. Black and Hispanic people in the world are homeborn slaves. They willingly give up their life for this beast. They are compelled with the holidays. They are compelled with everything in America. Although that they see the death, although that they see the hatred, some of them, but they still are compelled to love this beast. We are homeborn slaves, and that has stopped. Now, if we join them, the wicked will be unpunished. They are going to be punished. But if we are righteous, we are going to succeed. We are going to fulfill the work of the Lord, and we are going to get a great reward from the Most High, our true power. All right? Now, it's like I elaborate on that if I had to. It's like, let me see here. Let's see. Okay, actually, I want to get into something else. Give me a second here, all right? I think it's Proverbs. It's going to be Proverbs, Psalms 41 and 1. We actually going to read a little bit right now in a second. All right. How you doing? You ain't falling asleep, did you? Oh, okay. Make sure now. All right, let me see. So Psalms, 41 and 1. Once again, if you got any questions, just let me know. All right. All right. All right, you ready? All right. Psalms 41 and 1. Blessed is he that considereth the poor. The Lord will deliver him in time of trouble. Now, what does that mean? Go ahead.
So for the first part, I understand, but to see that I said before, like, because if you see a lot of people on the streets are just hungry, even if you can't give money, you know, give something, you know, even if you gotta run somewhere and buy a quick snack for them, you know.
Right.
Or, you know, open your door to them when it's cold.
Right. Come, and that's exactly what it means. Meaning, blessed is he that considers the poor. Meaning, right now, today in America, no one considers the poor. No one really thinks to end homelessness. Those shelters, that's a step. That's temporary. But there can be a permanent solution for our poverty. See what I'm saying? In America today. But because of the selfishness and the pride and arrogance of our oppressor, there is homelessness, even for the so-called veterans. Veterans Day is just it's a piece of garbage. I would like to say a whole lot of other things, but I got to keep the language as clean as possible. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But like, it's absolutely like, how can I say? It's like a lot I can say. I'm trying to hold my tongue a little bit. Goddamn. Like, it's a slap in the face. It's like, although you did all these things, there's nothing else that we can do for you. You can't solve your homelessness problems. You can't get your arm back and your leg. I understand that you got shot in the head, that you're a little off the grid. Sorry. All we have for you is a shelter. We have this medication. We have all the bottles of liquor for you to end your poverty with sorrow and drunkenness. We have that. We have a reservation for you where you could commit all the suicide and rape all the women and children that you want and kill all the people that look just like you. That's all they have to offer you. You get the crumbs for fighting in this war. At least you made it. It's like when I every time I hear about Memorial Day or Veterans Day, I think about how black people. Okay, you know how black people be like, you know, like, damn, bro, like, slow down. You can't drive, like, you know, can't drive like that. Like, slow down, slow down. And then you know, they like, damn, like, okay, damn, dude, like, you almost killed me. And then the black person's like, but did you die though? What you complaining for? See what I'm saying? And that's what I think of even when I hear 9/11. See what I'm saying? So like, give me a second here. Nothing much. Give me two top of the Veterans Day. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, talk to us. Sorry, okay. You did. Sorry, it's bad. All right. Okay. Do me a favor, can you grab this? Right. I'll show you where we at too. And then later on, I'll have y'all sign into the class. All right. So what I was saying was like, even with 9/11, you see what I'm saying? With 9/11, what you see is that, you know, oh, forget about the slavery. Forget about what happened. That was years ago. No, it's still today. Now, let's say that slavery did not happen anymore, but still, it happened. See what I'm saying? And the reason why it's a conversation right now is because of the arrogance once again. It's like this devil, he throws things in your face. Every time Thanksgiving comes up, that's a disrespect, a direct slap in the face to the so-called Native Americans or the Taino Indians. It's a direct slap in the face because it's like we all know about this history, right? Of the slaughter, the murder, the pillage, the rob, and the raping, and the destruction of their homeland. But we're still going to call it a holiday, and we're still going to eat turkey and laugh and talk about it. Because what had happened was after they had killed the Native Americans, they laughed about it. And they sat around the table and they had the men's head on a stick and they called it a victory. And they kicked their heads down the street. But now they give you Thanksgiving every November. And this is the holiday that's being celebrated, not just in America, but all over. And somehow we forgot the true meaning of that day. But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we are going to remind the ones that so-called got amnesia. I guess niggas must have forgot what happened to them after the Native Americans got killed. Because 200 years later, here comes the transatlantic slave trade. Niggas got their turn in slavery. It was their turn to die and be killed. And the Hispanics had their turn as well. And then what happened next? It goes back to back. And these holidays are representation of you dying. And you dying as well. Your people that look just like us. Could you imagine your mother and your father being killed and raped? Could you imagine your children being ripped out of your arms and being colonized? Because it can happen to anybody. This devil is capable of doing all manners of evil. But meanwhile, we still honor Veterans Day. We honor everything that this devil tells us to do. That's why we must separate once again. If you truly love your brother and your sister, you will have some respect and honor for them. Take that damn honor that you gave to your slave master and give it to your niggas in the hood. Stop killing each other and fighting each other. And you're fighting each other and killing each other over nonsense because a nigga says something smart to you. And when you have that being emotional and all these things, it's going to kill a nation. And we learn all this from our oppressor. Because when we was in our land, we couldn't kill each other. If we dared, we would be stoned to death. The Most High wasn't playing that because he had laws, statutes, and commandments to avoid all of that. All right? I kind of sidebar a little bit, but I have to say that. So if you could, it's going to be Psalms 41 and 1. Psalms 41 and 1. Come. Yeah, you go ahead whenever you're ready.
Psalms 41, verse 1. Blessed is he that considered the poor, Lord will be delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Him
in time of trouble.
In time of trouble.
Right. So blessed is he that considered the poor. So the Lord will deliver him in a time of trouble. Meaning the good deeds that you do for your nation. So don't go down there out there, you see what I'm saying, giving money to these heathens. Let them suffer. But when you see a black man that's hungry and asking for every goddamn thing, give him everything that you have. You know what I'm saying? Give him what you got, man. And the Lord, the Most High is going to bless you. You see what I'm saying? If you see a kid that needs some bus fare, give him. Sometimes I give them more than what they want. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If this man wants to drink, give him a drink. If he wants some food, give him some food. All right? You see what I'm saying? Give him some shelter. Give him some resources. Help your people out as much as you can. And you will be blessed. Right. You'll be a blessed man to help out your people. I understand that a lot of us in the UPK, all of us that have it good. We have to lay on somebody's couch. We have to be fed by somebody's wife, somebody's family. You know what I'm saying? We was being looked out from somebody's children. And we all helped each other. That's why the Brotherhood in UPK is absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like it before I walked in these doors. See what I'm saying? These men are more biological to me than my own family.
Right.
No shade of disrespect. I just never seen love how I see it in here. See what I'm saying? So much respect and honor and integrity. So much love with one another. And we have an argument and disagreement, we are going to work it out.
Right.
He won't grab his pistol and I won't grab mine. But we are going to talk it out like men. No one's going to kill each other. No one's going to throw hands. No one's going to speak evil about each other. We are going to work it out, right? That's the brotherhood. That's the love in here. But you can't find that outside these walls in America. You're going to find something totally different. The concept of love in the world is absolutely terrible. It's terrible, all right? And even in these wars, you got black men killing other black men for this goddamn devil. All right, keep going. Oh, Salaki, when it says the Lord will deliver him in a time of trouble, meaning when there's a hardship or something is going on with the man that's blessed, that considers the poor, the Most High will help him. See what I'm saying? The Most High will be right behind him. All right, keep going. Verse 2.
Verse 2, the Lord will preserve him and keep him alive.
What does the word preserve mean? Anybody? Say, come. You see what I'm saying? And keep him alive. Meaning, like, if you think about Job, Job had a hedge of protection on him because he did the work of the Lord. He served the Most High. So if you do the same and you consider the poor, because that is something that is considered, you know what I'm saying? That is a requirement of us, because that's in the Bible. How we have to protect the father and fatherless, the poor, and I said it a while ago, and the widow. We have to protect these people of our nation. That's what we must do. That is our job. All right, keep going.
And he shall be blessed upon the earth.
Damn right, keep going.
And thou wilt now deliver him unto the will of his enemies.
Like I said earlier, he wasn't in class at first, but there's a scripture, there's a precept that talks about if you are at peace with the Most High, your enemies will be at peace with you. Also, if you serve the Most High too, it's another scripture too, another one, the Most High will make your enemies as his footstool. See how powerful that is? When you do what you're supposed to do and what the Lord tells you to do, all manner of blessings is going to come your way. The Most High is going to bless you. See what I'm saying? You are going to get rewards for doing his work. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You are going to be rewarded. And it's going to be glorious. See what I'm saying? And everyone is going to see it. And you give all the glory to the Most High. See what I'm saying? We give all the glory to the Most High. All right, keep going.
Verse 3. The Lord will strengthen him upon the bed of
languishing. So what that means is that when you're sick and ill, the Most High will make sure that someone is there to take care of you. Someone is there for your aid, or at your aid, I should say. Because some of us, we get old and frail. We get sick sometimes, and we need somebody to take care of us. Now, that is the veterans. Think about that today. How if you did everything that the Most High told you to do, and that you did his deeds, what's going to happen is when you are ill and sick, and someone slightly, my bad, I'm talking too fast. When you are ill and sick, someone will be at your aid.
Right.
See what I'm saying? The Most High will make sure that you are taken care of. But meanwhile, if you're fighting in America's wars, no one's not going to be able to take care of you well. A lot of times, a lot of people, they come back from the war and they die later. They didn't die on the battlefield, but they died in a bed. And no one was there to watch their back, bathe them, feed them properly. And in those veteran homes, they are being treated like garbage. You know how many stories we hear?
Right.
And how many veterans so-called accidentally get killed by the police? So-called. They doing that on purpose. How they get no respect, no good treatment.
Right.
And meanwhile, you see what I'm saying? You were supposed to do a deed of your God, but you did it for another man. And now you're going to be laying in your bed, you're going to lose your life, and you're going to be dead. All right? Keep going.
That will make all his bed his sickness.
And his sickness, meaning he's going to be taken care of when he's sick. And his bed's going to be, pillow's going to be fluffed up. The sheets are going to be clean. He's going to be taken care of, bathed, fed well. You know what I'm saying? Taken care of, exercise. All these great things are going to happen to this man. The one that considers the poor. The one that does the will of the Lord. Keep going.
Verse 4. I said, Lord, be merciful. Unto me, heal my soul, for I have sinned against thee.
Now this is the plus side. Now, who is this in the book of Psalms? Who wrote the book of Psalms? Go ahead. King David, that's right. See what I'm saying? Actually, give her a hand. King David wrote this. Now, what you're reading here is a prayer to the Most High. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 5.
So it's asking for forgiveness. Keep going.
My enemies speak evil of me.
Unto me. Oh, of me. It's like it. My bad. Go ahead.
When shall he die? And he
in his
life. And he said,
No, in his name perish.
And his name perish.
So just read it one more time if you could, warrior.
Verse 5. My enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die? And
his name
perish.
Right. So my enemies speak evil of me. When shall he die? And when shall he perish? That's a question mark. You know what I'm saying? Now, today in America, let me see, how can I say it? Because I want everybody to understand this. Like, hold on. Okay. Our world pressure speaks evil of us every single day, behind our backs, to the point where it surfaces out in the world and you hear of it. You see what I'm saying? And they wonder when you're going to die. That's why they put you in those wars. They put you under dangerous circumstances. They put you in a position to wonder, like, when are you going to die? When are you going to die off?
Right.
What can I do to kill you? That's why the Bible talks about devices that will be used, to kill you. And devices are pretty much just tools. Like this knife is a device. A gun is a device. Planned Parenthood is a device. Putting you through war is a device. Because no one really gives a damn about you dying in war. Go on to the next. Let's get us another black man. Let's get them at 18 years old, 17 years old, when they're young and strong and fit. Let's get them while they're young.
The time is 8:45. The Minneapolis Central Library will be closing in 15 minutes. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to just stop right there. We're going to grab something else real quick. Let me see here. Bear with me. Get Jeremiah 50:6, please. The water.
Jeremiah 50:6.
Yeah, 50:6. Baba Kasha, if you could. Jeremiah 50:6. All right. And then after this, we are going to get one last one and get out of here. If anybody got questions or concerns, please ask your questions. Type them up in the chat, and I'll get to them if we have the time. And whenever you get there, you can start reading at any time.
Jeremiah,
Man.
chapter 50, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
My people have been lost. Their shepherd have caused them to go astray.
Start right there. So my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. Keep going.
They have turned them away on them mountains.
Right. Keep going.
They have gone from mountain to hill.
Okay. I want you to keep going. Verse 7.
They have forgotten their resting place. Verse 7. All that found them have them vowed.
No sweat.
All that found them have devoured them.
Stay right there. So all that found them have devoured them. Meaning the people of Israel, right? People of Israel have went astray because they followed after another people's tradition. They followed somebody else that ended up putting them in the places of worship of other gods. For example, Christianity and Islam is a very powerful tool as well, a very powerful device. Our people, once we started to cleave onto the traditions and cultures of our enemies, that's when we went astray. And our shepherds, it's talking about our leaders, so-called leaders, the one that was supposed to watch over us, the ones that was supposed to keep us from, going off, so to speak. They have also went off as well. And now we are in the hands of another people, and we are in bondage because of it, right? That's why we have to fight in these wars. And it was a point where we didn't have no choice to say no. We was forced. It's like today you're forced, it seems like, to celebrate Halloween. That's the new trending thing. Now you're a homosexual in America. Now you the weed head.
Right.
You the big bad entertainer that's doing all the drugs, having sex with all the women, catching all the AIDS and HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea. Now you're 2 million black men in the prison system, making your oppressor a fortune. Goddamn. How about that? How about the American dream? It sounds lovely to me. And you are the #1 casualty in the streets. Because your niggas ain't the only one catching bodies, but your police officers are as well. And it's you. You the one that ends up in the body bag. And all these things happen to us because we went astray. We done lost families. We done lost, our whole nation because we decided to not listen to the true prophets and priests. And Jeremiah is explaining this because right now he's in Babylon. Now, if y'all read this, y'all read a little bit about Jeremiah. See what I'm saying? Otherwise, you can look at Jeremiah, the actual book. He got about 3 books that he wrote. He got one in the Apocrypha, and he got 2 in the Old Testament, and the Old Testament, Jeremiah and Lamentations. And he speaks about the conditions of black people and what was going on at that time, how they were serving other gods, that wood and stone. The wood represents what? What religion represents the wood? Yeah. What are the 2 dominant religions in the earth? Christianity, that's the wood, because that's the graven image of the cross. Now, what is the stone? You say Islam? That's right, the cobblestone, that dumb rock that is called in the Bible. In the Bible, it calls it, the Most High calls it a dumb rock that does not speak. And it's funny because I laugh at that too, because it doesn't speak nor does it move. And they kiss it and walk around it for days and years. See what I'm saying? It has no power whatsoever. Now, if you could, keep going. We're going to finish this up. Verse 7.
Verse 7.
Mm-hmm. I want you to read the part when it says, and their adversary said.
Verse 7. All that found them have devoured, devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offended not because they have sinned against the Lord.
Keep going.
The ambition of justice, even the Lord, the hope of
their fathers.
Now
let's start right there. Now the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. Now this is very important, because the moment that we started to sin, that's when the other nations had the upper hand to do whatever they wanted to us. That's why the things that you see happening to Black people as a whole, Hispanics and natives, is because of our actions. Shalakia. Instead of fighting in someone else's war, we got to fight the spiritual war to get us back in order as a nation. It's time to wake the hell up once again. And we always got to give our people a reality check. Otherwise, we will continue to suffer and reap the benefits of this place. And the benefits that we get are punishments. It's not rewards. It's not rewards whatsoever. And you're gonna lose someone over this place, this wicked, evil place, and it's not worth your life. It's not worth your integrity. It's not worth your masculinity or femininity. It's not worth you dying over this place, giving your entire soul, your entire self to this place, to your oppressor, because you are just going to be mistreated, used, and abused. You want to, to be a true warrior, you got to fight for the Most High. Like these men in the I.S.U.P.K are nothing but warriors. And we are warriors because we serve a power that is powerful than us and everyone else, everything in this earth. And everything. And your slave master cannot compare to this man, to this masculine spirit, which is the Most High, Yahweh. See what I'm saying? The war that we got to fight is to get ourselves off of drugs, get ourselves to stop killing each other, and get ourselves to stop fighting, and get ourselves to stop being goddamn Uncle Toms and coons for these people. You have embarrassed yourself too much. You died enough. You suffered for 400 years. It's time to fight for the Most High. Fight to serve and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what it means to be a warrior. Who gives a damn about the white man's damn wars and holidays and this whole kingdom? It's about to crumble and fall. And if you don't get it together, you are going to fall with it. All right? So with that being said, that's the class. Shalom.
My reading today, man.
No sweat. It's good. It's too hot. All right.